So let's start with this 20-minute yoga practice. Feet spaced about hips distance apart, and by hips distance, not the outer width of the hips, but more of the space where your feet are pretty much lined up with your hip joints. And from here, look down at your feet, make sure that they're parallel with each other. So when the feet are parallel, the big toes will actually be a little bit closer to each other than the heels. Maybe the heels are about an inch farther apart than the big toes. And from there, feet parallel, stand up nice and tall. Pick up all of your toes. See if you can pick up all of your toes. See if you can put them back down. Pick up the little toes. Press the thumbs, the big toes, the foot thumb, I guess you could call it, down into the floor, and then pick up the little toes, and then the opposite. Pick up the big toes, press the little toes into the floor. Find that balance there. Get firmly grounded into your heels. Firmly grounded into the heels, although the rest of the foot is still firmly grounded. Feel the grounding into the heels, and then create a little bit of energy, pushing the heels toward each other. When you push the heels toward each other, you're going to feel the inner thigh muscles engage. You may feel the glute muscles engage. Keep the big toes pressed down, at the same time pushing the heels toward each other, and at the same time lifting the arches. So on the inhale, feeling a lift into the arches, into the inner thighs, into the pelvic floor, into the upper body. Engage the pelvic floor at the same time. So there's a gentle squeezing the heels toward each other. There's also a engagement of the pelvic floor. Chest is lifted, but not excessively so. Crown of the head is lifting upward. Start to tune into your breathing. With the arms extended down by the sides, shoulders are sinking down away from the ears, tuning into the breathing. You can close your eyes for a moment and notice the impact of every inhale on your body. So with every inhale, there's a wave of sensation that goes through the body, and also with every exhale, there's a wave of sensation that goes through your body. Place your attention on that wave of sensation that goes through your body with each inhale and exhale. On the inhale, maybe you notice that the crown of your head is lifting upward. On the exhale, notice that there's some release of tension. Maybe the shoulders kind of sink down away from the ears a little more. So just tuning into those subtle, nearly microscopic movements that happen with every breath. And we're going to start to consciously tune in to the breathing and consciously move the body with every breath. The way we're going to do that is first starting with the shoulders. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up and back. And then exhale, let the shoulders sink down away from the ears. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up and back. And then exhale, let the shoulders sink down away from the ears. Inhale, shrug up and back. Exhale, let the shoulders sink. Inhale, shrug. And exhale, let the shoulders sink down away from the ears. Continue to move with your breath. And begin to engage the arm movements. Inhale, arms rise up. And the exhale, the arms sink back down, the shoulders sinking down away from the ears. Inhale, raise the arms up, palms together. Exhale, the arms come back down. Moving with the breath, inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Next, inhale, raise the arms up. And then exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. I'll give you a side view here. And hang out in this forward fold. So whenever bending forward, there are two places we can primarily bend. The hip joints and the spine. So I can bend at the hip joints, I can bend at the spine, I can bend at both the hip joints and the spine. What we're going to do is just hang out in a full forward fold. Place the hands on the thighs. We're going to use the arms to help support the spine when we cycle through this movement. So the hands press down into the thighs, which provides me with some length in the spine. Provides me with length in the spine without having to use my lower back muscles that much. And we're going to move with the breath, exhaling and folding forward. Inhaling, lengthening the spine, the crown of the head shifts forward. And on the exhale, I fold forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Then exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. And then inhale, come up all the way. You can use your hands on your thighs to provide support. And exhale, release the arms down by the sides once again. We're going to flow through a sequence there. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Reach up high, lift the chest. Exhale, arms down by the sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine. Then exhale and fold. Inhale, come up all the way. Reach up high, lift the chest. Exhale, arms down. We're going to move to the front, the top of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Then inhale, half lift. Lengthen the spine. Then exhale, place the hands on the ground and step back into a plank position. So from here, hands are directly under the shoulders and the hips, knees, ankles, and shoulders are pretty well lined up. Take a nice inhale here. Then exhale, release the knees to the mat, and then release all the way down to the mat. Keep the hands directly under the shoulders. Inhale, pull the chest up and forward. Exhale, release, back down. Keep your elbows tucked into your shoulders, tucked into your rib cage. Press the palms down into the mat. And on the inhale, pull the chest up and forward. Be sure to keep the shoulders down away from your ears and keep breathing. So you don't want the shoulders up here. You want them down away from the ears so that I'm pressing down and pulling forward to keep my chest up rather than jacking my shoulders up toward my ears that way. Here's what we want. This is what we don't want. On the next exhale, release down. We're going to cycle through movement with the breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, pull the chest up and forward. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, pull the chest up and forward. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, pull the chest up and forward. Exhale, release back down. And then next inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, shift your hips to your heels. Forehead toward the ground in child's pose. Extended child's pose with the arms up by the ears. So in child's pose, you can have your knees close together or spread apart. It can look like this or like this. I prefer the knees spread a little. It gives me some room to go forward into child's pose, like this. Arms extended up by the ears, extended child's pose. So from here, just breathe in and out through your nose and notice the expansion in your torso that happens with each inhale and the release of pressure with each exhale. Each inhale, you're letting your abdomen release toward the floor, belly button releases toward the ground. And the exhale, you empty all of the tension out of your body here. Take a few more breaths here. Notice that wave of sensation that goes through your body during each inhale and exhale. And after taking a few breaths here, come up to all fours. Here, the hands are under the shoulders, knees are directly under the hips. I'm going to extend the right heel back. I'm going to extend the left arm forward. Take a nice inhale, and then exhale. Bring the elbow to the knee and the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Release the hand and the knee to the ground. Release the hips to the heels for child's pose. Take a few breaths here in child's pose once again. The inhale, the expansion, the belly button releases to the ground, and the exhale, all of the tension spills out of your body, through your forehead, into the earth. Slowly come back up. Switching sides with the movement that we just did. Hands are directly under the shoulders, knees are directly under the hips. Extend the left heel backwards. Extend the right fingertips forward, keeping the thumb pointing up to the sky. Take a nice inhale here. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow, elbow to knee. And then release the right hand, the left knee to the ground. Release the hips to the heels. The forehead to the ground for child's pose. And just breathe here. The inhale, there's an expansion. The exhale, there's a release. Slowly come back up to all fours. Place the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread the fingers out really wide. You want your middle fingers pointing directly forward. Tuck your toes under. lift the hips up for downward facing dog. Here in downward facing dog, you can have your knees slightly bent, keeping the body in a nice V shape. If your hamstrings feel okay with it, you can slowly release your heels toward the ground and straighten your knees. Let the back of your neck relax. Look back between the knees. Looking toward your navel. But don't look toward your navel if it makes you overbend your spine this way. Really look at the space between your ankles, the space between your knees. Breathe, listen to your breath. Release the knees back to the ground. Release the hips to the heels. And sit up tall on your knees. The hips releasing to the heels right here. I'm going to take the right foot forward. And we're going to come up into this warrior 2 position. So my right toes are pointing toward the front of the mat. My left heel is grounded. My hips are squared up toward the long side of the mat here. Arms are extended at shoulder height. And I'm going to look beyond my right fingertips. Look beyond your right fingertips and breathe in and out through the nose here. And we're going to hold this for strength for about 10 breaths. So inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale, exhale, 8. Inhale, exhale, 9. Inhale, exhale, 10. And then straighten out your right leg. Switch your foot position. The right toes, turn them in. Then point your left toes toward the back of your mat. Start to lunge into the left leg. Do your best to keep your hips squared up toward the long side of the mat. Do your best to keep your knee directly over your ankle so that the shin bone is perpendicular to the ground. There will be a tendency here for the knee to want to roll in this way. This is not the position we want. This is the position we want right here. Vertical. It requires you to activate some gluteal muscles. Keep that in mind. 2 cues that I'm giving you here. The knee directly over the ankle and the hips squared up toward the long side of the mat. The primary cue to follow is the knee directly over the ankle. My hips may not be completely squared up to the long side of the mat when my knee is directly over my ankle. Sometimes the knee is over the ankle, and if I completely square my hips up toward that long side of the mat, you can see how the knee comes in and I'm unable to maintain the knee alignment. The knee alignment is more important than the hip alignment. The hip alignment is a direction you're working towards. The knee alignment is imperative to have a good solid base and a safe warrior 2 posture. So knee directly over the ankle, arms extended at shoulder height, gaze out over the left fingertips. We're going to take 10 breaths here for strength. Inhale, And exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. And exhale, 10. Bring the toes back toward the front. Both sides. Stand up tall here. Allow the crown of the head to lift. Listening to the breath, feeling the breath with the feet spread wide. Let your heels spread a little bit wider than your toes here, where you feel a stretch on the outside of the calves, maybe the outside of the ankles. From here, take a nice inhale, and on the exhale, begin to bend forward at the hips. You can place your hands on the thighs. Take a nice breath here, and on the exhale, release everything into a forward fold. Place the hands about shoulders distance apart on the ground. Press the hands into the ground, and then push the ground forward such that each time I press my hands a little bit in the forward direction, I'm pushing my head closer toward the floor and my chest closer to the space between my legs. So inhale and exhale. Inhale with the chest. Exhale. Press the hands forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press the hands forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, flatten the hands out and press them forward. Inhale, come up all the way. You can place the hands on the thighs. And exhale, release. Bring the feet back close together. Come back to the knees. Extend the legs forward. Roll back into a position where you're lying down on your back. And hug both knees into the chest. Release the knees. Keep the knees directly above the hips. Extend your arms out to the sides at shoulder height. Take a breath in here. And exhale, roll your knees over to the right side. Turn your head and look toward the left. And take a few breaths here. The inhale and the exhale. Notice each breath passing through your body. Each inhale and exhale is giving your entire midsection, all of the internal organs are getting a nice massage here. Every breath. And return the knees to the center. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, roll the knees over to the left. Turn your head and look toward the right. And breathe right here. The inhale. You're feeling a slight pressurization of all of the internal organs. A nice, gentle squeeze. And the exhale, a nice feeling release of all the internal organs. Every breath is giving your body a massage. Return the knees to the center. Hug the knees into the chest, take a breath in, and exhale, and extend the arms and the legs. Let the body rest, let the feet spread apart, let the arms spread, palms facing up. You're going to take 3 big relaxation breaths, and then just lay there and relax, letting your attention follow your breath on the inhale and the exhale. So take a nice inhale and a full exhale, fully empty out. And then take a nice inhale again. And then hold. Pause the breath after that inhale for a few seconds until you feel the urge to let it go. Don't strain to hold it here. And on that exhale, fully release all of the air out. Let that exhale last twice as long as it usually would. Completely empty the body of air. Completely empty the muscle, fascial, and skeletal system of tension. One more breath in. Pause it for a comfortable hold, and then a big exhale, releasing everything. And then just allow the breath to flow through the body. And continue to lay here for the next few minutes, allowing the wave-like action of your breath to flow through your body. Notice your abdomen rising on the inhale, and then notice your abdomen sinking on the exhale. The inhale, the belly rises. The exhale, the belly sinks. Each breath flowing through your body like a wave. Like a wave passing through a body of water. Just